Good morning, my beautiful friends, and welcome to our Nutrition Bootcamp call. Today, I'm super excited about today's topic. It was one of those things that, like, the second it came to me, it was like, boom, 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 like ideas like were flowing. And I was like, okay, obviously this is what they need to hear. This is what I need to talk about. I want to enter gallery view so I can see all your beautiful faces. Okay, so today we're talking about loving yourself. Ha, yay, right? I was actually texting back and forth with one of my people, one of my girls who's been working out with me for a long time, and I've been checking in on her every 2 weeks. She just asked me to, like, hey, I want you to keep me accountable. This is my health and nutrition goal. This is my weight goal. Like, can you text me like every 2 weeks and ask me how I'm doing? And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, you asked me to be your coach. I can do whatever you need me to do to coach you. So if you heard that and were like, wait a second, like, I can text Bryn and ask her to hold me accountable to things like that. Yes, that's my job. Okay. So if you want me to give you a little bit of extra accountability, I can send you a text every few days, every few weeks, whatever is best for you. Yes, and check in on you, see how your nutrition's going, see if you hit your whatever goal, your non-scale victory goal, your scale victory goal, whatever. Yes. So, but I was texting her back and forth yesterday, and she was like, I didn't hit my scale goal. And I'm super bummed about that. But I am super proud of my mentality because I ate to fuel myself. I didn't feel like I was depriving myself. I enjoyed treats. Like, I feel like my mentalness is so much better. My exercise has been awesome. I never missed a workout, whatever. I'm on day 50 of MM100. And she just, like, all these pros. And the only con was that the scale wasn't where she wanted it to be. And I went off on, like, my Bryn soapbox tangent about the scale. And if you haven't heard it, you're about to, okay? So I want to show you, I don't know if you can see this very well, but maybe you can. Okay, this is Bryn. And this is Bryn at, I was 19 years old, okay, 120 pounds. This is Bryn postpartum with baby number 1, okay, 25 years old, I think I was 25, 135 pounds, okay. I don't know if you can see that very well. I look the same, but there's 15 pounds difference, okay. This is Bryn, postpartum baby number 2, 27 years old, 141 pounds, okay. There's 21 pounds difference between this person and this person. Did you hear what I just said? There's 21 pounds difference between this person and this person. Look at the picture, okay? Don't look like no 21-pound difference. Point is, the scale does not mean everything. Yes, the scale doesn't know what your mindset is like. The scale doesn't know what your muscle is like. Yes, the scale doesn't know everything. And it's truly about how you feel. And that 120-pound Bryn, 19 years old, sure, I looked great. Sure, I was fitting into stuff that I had never fit into in my life, but my mindset was messed up. Like, I was still in that place where I would look in the mirror, and looking back at pictures now, I'm like, dang, Bryn, like, you look good. But I remember being in that phase and seeing flaws. And I still have cellulite on the back of my legs, and I still have XYZ that I need to work on, and I still have me. And, like, I don't need to go into all the details about my craziness, but I would go to bed at like 4:30 in the afternoon because I was so obsessed with hitting my calories that sometimes I would hit them by 4 o'clock. And then I would say, like, okay, I know I don't have the self-control to stop eating, so I'm just going to go to bed and I'm just going to end my day. And I was like 19, I was in a college room by myself. It was over the summer. I really didn't have like roommates because everybody had gone home for the summer, and or they were gone a ton. And like I just would go to sleep at 4:30 in the afternoon, wake up at 5, go to the gym for 3 hours. Anyways, it was a vicious place to be mentally. And I did not love myself. But the scale said I should have, because I was only 120 pounds, right? And then I look at people like Autumn, who's also 5'2" like me, and she talks about how she's 107 something pounds. And I'm like, yo, no, I will never be there, okay? I'm the same height as her, but my body is different than hers is, yes? So all that to say, the scale is not everything, okay? And you can and should love yourself. Screw the scale, okay? Okay. So I want to talk about a few tips that I have found that have helped me be in a very different place mentally. I remember being postpartum with my daughter. I was like 3-4 weeks postpartum, looking at myself, taking a picture, and I was so proud of myself. I like took a picture. I was like, boom, baby. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of myself. Look how freaking awesome I look. And then fast forward like 4 months, I used that picture of my boom baby, look how freaking awesome I look at 3-4 weeks postpartum as my before picture, and compared it to like how much progress I had made in 4 months. Y'all, I didn't look that good. Like 3-4 weeks postpartum. I mean, I did, but I really didn't. But I remember being there, and I remember looking at myself and being so proud of myself, and whoa, like what a difference that mindset is from this 120-pound girl who's hitting her calories, has a personal trainer, working out 3 hours in the gym Monday through Saturday. And I just had a baby 3 weeks ago, and y'all, I look freaking good. Yeah. Like, so different. And it really is here. Like, it's all here. Yeah. And there's so many people that I see that talk about like their transformation and how proud they are of like their weight loss, but they don't feel it here. Yes, they look at pictures of themselves and they're like, no, like I look good. Like I can tell I'm changing, but I'm still just not happy, right? Because of XYZ, whatever. And that's because you also have to have a transformation in your head. It can't just be physical. It has to be mental as well. Okay. So first thing I'm going to share with you, personal development. Okay. You've heard me say a million times how many books I read. Okay. How many books I've suggested. Y'all got to make personal development a daily thing, like 6 days a week, at least 30 minutes. I know sometimes you hear like 10 pages, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That'll be good. That's better than nothing for sure. But 15 minutes, it's really enough to remind yourself what you were listening to yesterday, and then maybe get like one thing out of it. Yes. So if you are serious about making a mental transformation, give yourself the grace of giving yourself the same amount of time that you give to your physical transformation. You work out for 30 minutes. Why can you not listen to or read a book for 30 minutes? Okay. And Audible is the shiz, or whatever podcasts. They're free and they're the shiz as well. Yes. Audio content while you're showering, while you're getting ready, while you're doing the dishes, while you're driving, while you're vacuuming, while you're sweeping, while you're mopping, while you're folding laundry, while you're changing the laundry, while you're changing your kid's butt, while you're doing whatever the freak it is that you do that requires no thought process. Turn it on. Yes, it takes 2 seconds to turn it on. Turn it on and then listen to it. And it will surprise you how much you can listen to. Like I always, like almost every single Monday when I do my laundry, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to turn it on while I change the loads of laundry. And in my head, I'm like, okay, that means I'm going to get in like 2 minutes of personal development. No, it always takes me longer to change the freaking laundry than I think it will, because I personally don't just throw everything in the dryer. I like take stuff out to hang up on the drying rack if it's stuff that I care about, don't want it to shrink, whatever. So it takes me like 10 minutes to change the laundry and like to throw stuff into the dryer, wait 5 minutes for it to be a little bit dry, but not super dry so that I can hang it up on the drying rack. It's not going to get super wrinkly. Okay, now I need to go hang it up on the drying rack, and some of the things I need to hang. Yes, my mother-in-law created a beast in me. Laundry is a big deal at my house. It literally takes all day. And I get in probably 3 or 4 hours of personal development on Mondays, because I'm just turning it on while I change the laundry, while I fold the laundry, while I put stuff on the drying rack, while I put stuff in, like hang it up, whatever. And I'm not kidding. Like I get in 3 to 4 hours of personal development. And remember how I told myself I was going to get in 2 minutes? Like it will surprise you how fast it goes by. Yes. And a little note on personal development. If you're listening to or reading a book that's not like speaking to you, stop reading it. Read something else. There are so many books out there, hundreds and thousands of books that are so freaking good. And if it's not speaking to you, no matter who suggested it, okay, the freaking CEO of Beachbody suggested a book and said it was one of his favorites. I tried it out in a hard season of my life. I hated it. It was awful. It was the most boring book I've ever listened to in my life. And I was like, no, Bryn, you have to finish it because this is Carl's favorite book and Carl's the shiz. No, Bryn, you do not need to finish it. Okay. You and Carl are very different people in very different phases of life. Okay. So it's okay for you to turn it off. Okay. So just a little side note for that. If you're one of my coaches, hopefully you know this already, but if you're one of my coaches or you want to be a coach, whether I'm your coach, Anna's your coach, Megan's your coach, Jessica's your coach, I don't care who's your coach, you get access to my Audible library. Okay. You get the login and password. If you're somewhere in my family of Powerful Beyond Measure, you get access to my entire library of books. Yes, but that is for coaches only. I don't care if you're a coach who works the business or a coach who loves the product and wants to get it for 25% off. But that's a perk for my coaches in my family. Yes. So if you didn't know that already, reach out to your coach and be like, hey, yo, excuse me, what is the login and password for her library? Because I want access to all of her books. Yes. I've had Audible for 2, 3, at least 2, if not 3 years coming next month. And I get 24 credits a year. So I have at least 48, if not 72 books in there that are all so good. Okay. Okay. Second tip. Second tip for the day, to love yourself more. Mentally, yes. Get ready. And y'all, this is coming from Bryn, who needs to work on this one, because like this is what I look like 5 out of 7 days of the week, and I get ready on Wednesdays and Sundays because those are the days I have somewhere to go. Get ready though, like truly, really get ready. And try to do it before 9, 10 a.m. if you're a stay-at-home mom like me. Yes, the days I get ready, I feel so much better. I feel so much better, and I am more confident in my marriage. I'm more confident as a mom. I notice the days that I get ready for the day, I'm less short. I'm less impatient. I show up better on my social media when I'm posting to my stories or posting on my feed. I feel like I just show up better as a person because I'm taking the time to make myself a priority. I make my kids cute every day. I get them dressed every day. I do my daughter's hair every day. Why not me? Right? Like, I'm important too. Yes. And so are you. So I challenge you to get ready every day and pick the time that works for you, whether it's like before noon, before 10, before 8, before 6, whatever, whenever your day starts. Like, pick a time, strive to be ready every single day. And even if that means I put on mascara today, guys, like I got ready. I'm not going to put the definition out there for you. You know what it looks like for you to get ready every day, but I challenge you to make it a priority. Okay. Do you have to be perfect? No, but make it a priority. Okay. Okay. Third tip for loving yourself more. Take pictures and make sure you're in them. Okay? I'm not talking like take pictures of your kids. And I'm not talking you have to get in your sports bra and underwear and take pictures of yourself. Okay? I'm just talking like live your life and take pictures and make sure you're in them. And if you feel rocking one day, like take a selfie. It's okay to take selfies sometimes. Yeah. And if you feel like you look freaking awesome, pose in front of that mirror and take that picture. Because those days, right, like to have proof, there's so many things lately, like as I'm, almost 36 weeks pregnant, I feel like a whale. But I look back and I'm like, dang, I look good. Like, and comparing myself to past me, 36 weeks pregnant with my son, 36 weeks pregnant with my daughter, my first daughter. I'm so grateful for the pictures that I took then, because I can prove to myself like, wow, I really do look good. And I really have come a long way from my son to now. 36 weeks pregnant versus 36 weeks pregnant, first kid versus third kid, and I'm 3.5 years older than I was, right? Like, it's awesome. It's awesome. And I'm so grateful that I took those pictures. And I'm so grateful for the pictures that I have with my family, with my kids, with my husband. So take pictures, okay? Take pictures of yourself, with your family, with your friends, with other people. Take pictures and make sure you're in them. Okay. Next tip, share your knowledge with others. I know you've heard the quote, whatever, I can't think of how it goes right now, but like when you teach other people, it solidifies what you're learning. And so share what you're learning. The more and more I open my mouth and talk about like what I've learned in our nutrition programs, the more I realize people don't know this stuff, right? The more I open my mouth and talk about the freaking awesome results you can get in 30 minutes at home 6 days a week, people don't know that. Yeah. And people like, so many people are like, oh, I just love the gym. I can't work out at home. I'm just not motivated. And I'm like, okay, but are you motivated to go to the gym 6 days a week, rain or shine, sick kids or not, snow or not, rain or not? Like, I don't care how much you love the gym. I love the gym too. I freaking taught at the gym for 7 years, okay? And I still had workouts at home because even me, I was not motivated to go to the gym on days that it was snowing outside because it's freaking cold and I don't want to scrape my windshield and I don't want to drive 45 minutes because of the snow and I don't want to risk getting in a car accident just to go run on a treadmill for 20 to 30 minutes. Yes, it's not worth it. Yes, share your knowledge, share what you've got, because the more you do, sharing your things you're learning in your personal development, sharing the things you're learning in your workouts, sharing the things you're learning as you grow in your nutrition, as you grow in all aspects of life. Not only will you be a really bright light that other people can look to for inspiration, motivation, all the things, but it also solidifies it in your own head. And I don't know about you, but I know for me, I definitely feel fulfilled when I'm helping other people. And it allows me to love myself more because I'm not just keeping all the knowledge inside for me. I'm also opening my mouth and sharing it with others so that they can be blessed by it too. So I don't care if you're a coach or not. I don't care if you're whatever phase of life you're in. I don't care if you're at your goal weight or not. Open your mouth and teach other people what you're learning because they need it too. Yeah. Don't be selfish. Share what you're learning. Yeah. Okay. Next tip. Enjoy treats. That was probably your favorite one. Okay. When it comes to loving yourself, you need to understand sugar is out there and it's real, and you do not need to feel guilty for consuming it every once in a while. This can look different in so many ways, okay? I know people who like, I am good Monday through Saturday. I eat 100% perfectly. Sunday is my cheat day, and I can have French toast for breakfast, and I can have all the sugar I want all day long, but only on Sunday. Okay. I know people who they do more like the container system where they swap out one carb for a treat 3 days a week, right? So they have, whether it's a real brownie, like straight up, nothing crazy, or it's a fixate version of a brownie, whatever, or a cookie, or on a bowl of ice cream, or whatever, but it's like 3 days a week and they swap out a carb for it. I know people who, she was like actually one of my favorite professors when I was studying dance at UVU. And she talked about how she has a treat every single day, but her treat is one square of a symphony bar. And I remember hearing that at 18 and like, what? That's not a treat. One square of a symphony bar. Like, but now I'm like, no, I get it. Because the whole concept from 2B Mindset of one bite to taste, like one square of a symphony bar is plenty sweet and it totally satisfies your sweet tooth. And if you get to have that every day and you get to enjoy it every day, it's like, it's totally enough. And like one square of a symphony bar is like 60 calories, 65 calories, somewhere around there. So it's like the equivalent of a Hershey's Kiss, maybe. I don't really know how many calories are in a Hershey's Kiss, but right. But there are so many different ways to go about enjoying treats. But I want you to give yourself permission to enjoy them. Yes. Because I've known so many people who are like, I'm going sugar-free for the rest of forever. And they make it about 3 weeks or a month or even 6 months or even an entire freaking year. And then the second they go back to it, it's all over again. Binge cyclesness of, epic proportions and they have 100 Oreos or whatever, right? Like, moderation in all things is a real thing. And if you truly want to be in this for life and you truly want to have a long and healthy life, give yourself the privilege of enjoying sugar, okay? Once a week, 3 times a week, once every day in very small portions. I don't care. You pick what works for you, but enjoy it. And do not self-sabotage and do not hate yourself for it, okay? I went sugar-free when I was 20 for 4 months, but instead of enjoying sugar, I enjoyed aspartame. And I would buy all the sugar-free things. I had sugar-free syrup, I had sugar-free cookies, I had sugar-free all the things. And I don't know if you know this, but aspartame is more addictive than actual sugar. And yeah, it was sugar-free, but I would have like 10 sugar-free cookies, which has a shiz ton of aspartame, and the ingredient list is so awful, okay? So I'll get off my sugar soapbox. Enjoy sugar, okay? In moderation, pick whatever works for you and love yourself through it, okay? Don't hate yourself because you enjoyed it. Okay, next tip, leave your house. Leave your house, especially if you're a mom, stay-at-home mom like me, okay? Find reasons to leave your house, whether it's like, I'm just going to the grocery store because you got ready, remember? And you look freaking good. And now you need to give yourself the privilege of letting other people see you and your beautifulness, okay? Go to the grocery store. Go to the library with your kids. Go to the park. Go on a walk. Go have a play date with your friends. Go to grandma's house. Go, I don't care. Just get out of your house. And no, it doesn't need to be every single day, but I would encourage you to leave your house at least 3 to 4 times a week. Because I don't know about y'all, but the depression gets seriously real, especially in the wintertime when I have no reason to leave my house. And I definitely don't love myself when I'm feeling those feelings of self-pity, self-loathing, depressionness. And there is real joy in surrounding yourself with other people, whether they're strangers or not. Yes. So I challenge you to help you love yourself more. Leave your house. Yes. And know who you are outside of mom life. Okay. Okay. Next tip, find whatever it is that brings you joy. I want you to pay attention to yourself over the next week, at least, to the moments that you feel true joy, and write it down. What did you do that made you so joyful? And pay attention to those things and try your very best to do them as often as you can. I have an affirmation, and every single day as I write my goals down as part of my lifesavers, one of my goals is I do things every single day that bring me joy. And one of my affirmations reminds me of all those things that I have found that bring me joy. And it's simple stuff like making time to learn and teach the gospel, making time to play with my kids, making time for growth and personal development, making time to go outside, making time to keep myself and my home clean, making time to help and serve others. I'm pretty sure that's actually all of them, right? Like those are the things that bring me joy. And every single day, I want to do at least one of those things because I deserve to feel joy in my life. Yes, and so do you. So truly pay attention to the things that bring you joy. And if you want to make it an affirmation so that you can remind yourself every single day of what it is that brings you joy, do it. Cool. Great. Whatever. But pay attention to the things that bring you joy and make it a priority to do them because, again, you deserve to feel joy. Yes? Okay, another tip. Make time to play. Whatever that looks like for you. I've talked about this before. Make time to play. For me, I taught kindergarten. I love little people. Playing for me looks like unplugging, going to the playroom with my kids and pretending and making believe. And hi, good morning. My daughter just woke up. You want an apple? Do you want to come say hi to my friends? No, you want to walk away? Okay. I love like my son's in this like dress up. I'm Captain America. No, it's actually really, he's Spider-Man and I'm always Mary Jane because Mary Jane loves Spider-Man and I love Holland. So like, and we just run back and forth down our hallway. He loves PJ Masks right now and I'm Owlette and I fly down the hall, right? Like whatever. It's so silly and fun. I love it. I love it. And it's like 15 minutes a day, like literally, because then he's like moved on to something else or he and Elila want to do something else. Whatever play looks like for you in your phase of life, take time to play. And if it's you're playing by yourself, cool. If you're playing with your spouse, cool. If you're playing with your kids, cool. If you're going out and doing something with your friends, cool. I don't care what that looks like for you, but play. And with that, make time for your friends. Okay, you make time for your kids' friends. What about yours? And if you don't have friends, make some because you're important, okay? So leave your kids behind sometimes and go to lunch with a friend that you haven't seen. Or if your kids are home and you don't have time to like go out and see them, call them on the phone and spend time talking to them on the phone. Yes, Marco Polo them. Okay, technology makes it so easy. Call them with FaceTime, Zoom, whatever you have to do, but make time for your friends, okay? Because I know those types of things help you enjoy life and help you love yourself and find that fulfillment every day, okay? 2 more tips and then we're done, Zoe. Love to smile. Just smile. Smile at strangers, smile at yourself, smile at your kids, smile at your spouse, just smile, okay? And that's all I'll say on that one. And then the last one is to just really, truly practice positive self-talk. Pay attention to the voices in your head. Pay attention to what you're saying to yourself. And if your voices inside are mean, like 99.9999999% of people's are, pay attention to those voices and do your best to switch them around. That's why it's so important to do personal development, is because that is what helps you combat that negative self-talk and that helps you be more attentive to it and helps feed the positive beast, right? Like hopefully you've heard this analogy before, but like you have an inner animal that's vicious and mean, and you have an inner animal that's like positive and awesome and nice, and which beast will win? And well, it's the one that you feed, right? Because if you don't feed it, it's going to die because everything needs food. So which one are you feeding? And personal development, smiling at other people, getting ready, all the things that I've talked about today are the ones that will feed the positive beast inside of you. Yes. So that one can win and that you can be filled with positive awesomeness and love for yourself. Yes. Okay. That's all I've got for you today. If you were on the recording, I will peace out. I love you. I hope this was helpful. Love yourself today. Love yourself every day. And remember, the scale doesn't know everything. Okay. If you're on live, stay on. We'll chat for a little bit. And I love you. Bye.